this video is gonna be about how to make a rail with some scrap wood, pipe, and some plywood. So let's get started. So first for the scrap wood, I just took apart a little bench, just a bunch of pieces of 2x4s in tiny sections, and then some screws that just came out of it. So here's this, like, I don't know how long. I'll get a tape measure. So this one's about 10 feet. To me, it looks longer, but 10 feet. So yeah, 10-foot ski rail or snowboard rail. And I'll show you how to make it right now. So first, what we're gonna wanna do is throw some like 2x4s on the bottom of it. You could actually run a long 2x4 just down the length of it. But what I'm gonna do to save some wood and just use the scrap is put it in sections. I'm gonna pre-drill my holes because it's much easier to drill into the PVC with your screw. You could use a bolt, that's kind of harder, but it will be more sturdy. So I'm just gonna be using screws because I don't really wanna use bolts. And yeah, and drilling from the bottom will make it much easier. I mean, it'll make it better and you won't even have to worry about catching your edge. So that's pretty nice. And then, yeah, let's get to pre-drilling holes. I drilled this really bad line down it. So what would be the solution to this is get one long piece. But since I'm using scrap, I drew a terrible line, but it will at least keep me somewhat on track with aligning these, but yeah. So as you can see, nothing's perfect, at all, but that'll be hidden, and that's just kind of what other stuff grabs onto, but that's a good start. So I'm gonna go grab the plywood, cut that up, and then we'll be done. So now we got a sheet of plywood, just a little slab. We're gonna put that on there. It's like 8 feet long, like a plywood sheet, but so it's gonna be like a foot off on each side, maybe. That's not terrible though, cause I don't know, but might remove some, fix it up. All right, here's the finished product, but I just forgot to record after the last clip, but yeah. So basically you can see the overhang on each side, and then you can see the plywood that I cut in half, and then you can see the scrap wood. I actually took off the end and then scooched it back. And then I put a 2x4 in the end, in between the plywood, so it's holds. You could make it more flush and all nice, but I was using scrap, so it is what it is. And I also put deck boards as feet, and yeah, works pretty nice. And then I also gave it a paint job. But this video is really late compared to what it when I actually made the rail. So yeah.